Go ahead.
This is a message to Bears fans out there. I realize that all of us in this town have been searching for a franchise quarterback for years and decades and maybe even centuries. I would just like to point out that is it possible right now that the Bears actually have two good, at least decent quarterbacks? I mean, this is not an old school. Anybody even trying to create some type of quarterback controversy here, like my man over here, Mark Carman?
Just stating what is.
Our classic Chicago QB controversy is usually between two bums. We're not talking about two bums here.
We're not debating Barkley versus Foles. Was it Barkley?
I would just like to point that out.
It was Barkley Hoyer. It was Barkley Hoyer, wasn't it? Anyway, yes, good point, Hoge. You're right.
Like Justin Fields is at minimum like a pretty talented quarterback who, when the opposing defense is game planning that week, they're worried about him, right? So this is not. How about the Titans this weekend? They're starting Will Levis, and they might have to play Malik Willis too. They're what are we doing? That is where the Bears usually live. This is not that. We have a quarterback that half the fan base is still pretty excited about in Justin Fields, who I don't think the book is anywhere near closed. We're 2 weeks away removed from him throwing 8 touchdowns and 1 interception, okay? And then same thing on the other end. If you're a Fields lover here who's trying to hate on Bagent, just appreciate the fact that for maybe the first time ever, the Bears have this rookie quarterback come out of nowhere who actually looks pretty decent. Like, is it just possible the Bears have two good quarterbacks? I'm not saying they have two great quarterbacks. I'm not saying they have their answer here, and they might still end up drafting Caleb Williams 6 months from now. I'm just saying this is not some type of QB world that we usually live in, or there's two bad quarterbacks that we're talking about.
Well, let me actually go off on the back end of that part, which is the most important thing to me, because the trade deadline is next Tuesday, 3:00. They're not trading Justin Fields. Let's just get that clear. That's not happening. No chance. I would bet my football talking into this microphone career
Bet
on
your
it.
tennis racket.
That's a little more risky, but I'm extremely confident that they're not trading Justin Fields. And you know what I'm also confident in? Not as confident, but I don't think they're going to be in a position to draft Caleb Williams. I think they're going to win some football games here. And the Carolina Panthers, even if they make some trades before that deadline, they are not going to be incentivized to lose at the end of the season. They're going to try to be winning football games because they don't have the number 1 pick. And there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be incentivized to lose.
Oh, Carolina's going to fuck this up in the last 2 weeks,
right?
For sure.
They're going
to win 2 random games, and
we're not going to get it. It is unlikely, in my opinion.
They're going to ruin Christmas.
They are. It's unlikely that we get the number 1 pick. And then where are you? What are you going to do? And you might just move forward, Hoge, with your plan that we have 2 good quarterbacks, and maybe, just maybe, we might have an actual quarterback competition going into next season. I would not rule that out in any way, shape, or form.
We all silly like the mayor.